Recently, I shared why I love value resorts at Walt Disney World, but there's something about deluxe resorts that just keep me coming back to them. Stay tuned, and I'm going to share 5 reasons why I think you should try a deluxe resort as well. Full disclosure, I do have DVC points. I don't have a ton. There are people that have hundreds and hundreds. That's not me. But I have enough to give us some special visits, a few special days each year. However, before I became a member of DVC, I did have a chance to stay at Disney's Polynesian Resort. That was our first deluxe stay. And that was in 2009, so just a few years ago. And it was amazing. It definitely had me hooked. There's just something about walking into Disney's Polynesian Resort that it just makes you feel special. And it's beautiful. It's relaxing. I love tropical. Anything tropical has my name on it. So just being able to stay there really stuck with me as a special memory. And there was actually, I have not seen a deal like this in a long time, but they had a deal going on in 2009 where we had first had a moderate resort booked. I think we had Port Orleans Riverside booked. And with that, you got a $500 gift card for food, which I thought was amazing. For the same price, except no gift card for food, we could stay at the Polynesian. I was like, staying price is a moderate. So that's how we ended up staying there for the first time. Probably looking back, I shouldn't have done that because it definitely got me hooked on deluxe. And here are some reasons why I really think it's worth it. Number 1, the proximity to the parks. So some of the deluxe resorts are really, really close to a theme park. For example, you have the Disney's Polynesian Resort, Contemporary, Grand Floridian, and those are all on the monorail line, really close to Magic Kingdom. And then you have Wilderness Lodge and Fort Wilderness, which is a short boat ride away. The proximity to the parks is really nice, especially after an end of a long day and you just want to get back to your hotel room and go to sleep and crash. It's not a long trip for you to get back. In fact, you might be able to walk. You can walk back to the Contemporary. You can walk back to the Grand Floridian. Technically, you can also walk back to Disney's Polynesian Resort, but I need to tell you that that is longer than it looks because we did that. One year I was like, the monorail line was backed up and I was like, the pathway's open, let's just walk. And it's doable if you're an able-bodied person and can walk distances, but it's definitely a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. And then you have Disney's Boardwalk Resort, Disney's Yacht and Beach Club, Swan and Dolphin, all very close proximity to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot. And those are also within walking distance or a short boat ride away. It takes about 15 minutes. We walked from Boardwalk and we've also walked from Disney's Beach Club. It takes about 15 minutes. We raced the boats and it was about the same amount of time with a swift walk. So because the boats have multiple stops before they head over to like Disney's Hollywood Studios, for example. So if being that close to a park where you could walk if need be, I definitely think proximity is really nice. And that's one of the big reasons why we do love the deluxe resorts, because if we stay, like, for example, this summer, we're staying just for a day, actually 2 days at Disney's Beach Club, and we're able to walk to Hollywood Studios and Epcot if we would like. And that's really nice, just being able to walk to at least 2 parks and have that right in your backyard. One of the reasons that we do like the deluxe resorts, number 2, are the sit-down restaurants that are at the deluxe resorts. And we've gone every year for probably since my daughter was 15 months old, so probably for about 20 years. We've gone at least once a year. So we've gone enough where we've started to slow down how we do things, and we do take midday breaks, and we do like to do sit-down restaurants. And it's really nice when you take that midday break, you go back to your hotel for a swim, and then the restaurant is right there. You don't have to worry about transportation to get to a restaurant across property, although you could. You just can go straight to a restaurant there most of the time, as long as you've made reservations, because you need reservations for most of the restaurants. But it's really nice just to have that right there. If you want a nice sit-down meal, you have that option. I talked about the value resorts having a lot of great quick service options with multiple counters, but there's nothing like just having a good sit-down, relaxing, delicious, freshly prepared meal. Another reason we really love deluxe resorts is most of them sleep 5. There are a handful of rooms. I know we've stayed at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Bay Lake Tower, where they slept 4, but many of them sleep 5. Disney's Polynesian Resort sleeps 5. Beach Club, we've stayed there, they sleep 5. And Grand Floridian slept 5. It's really nice to have that, either that extra space or an extra space for an extra body. The value resorts sleep 4 in their standard rooms. They do have some bigger rooms like the Cars Suite or the Nemo Suite at Disney's Art of Animation, but they sleep 6. But for the standard rooms, they sleep 4 at the value resorts. So with deluxe, you either have that extra space or extra space for an extra person. And that's really nice to have. Number 4 reason why we like deluxe resorts is because there are multiple modes of transportation. With the value resorts, again, you have mostly the bus. Pop Century and Art of Animation have the Skyliner as well. But when you're at a deluxe resort, except for a few deluxe resorts do not have multiple modes of transportation, like Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, buses only. But at most of the resorts, we have the monorail at, some of the resorts. We have the boat at some of the resorts in addition to the buses. So you have multiple modes of transportation, and some of them you can even walk. So that's really nice to have many different ways of getting to your destination. And number 5, and this might be my favorite reason. It's not the only reason I book deluxe, but it is one of my favorite. And that is deluxe extra magic hours in the evening. And this is an extra, usually about 2, maybe 3 hours, depends on the park and the time of year and when they're doing it. But you get at least 2 hours of extra time in a select theme park. Epcot is used a lot. I think they've just added Disney's Animal Kingdom. We were able to do deluxe extra hours at Epcot once and Magic Kingdom once. And we liked the Epcot deluxe hours. However, World Showcase isn't open, so it's mainly for the rides and attractions that are towards the front of the park. But Magic Kingdom was our absolute favorite. The boys actually went back to the hotel. They kind of were done for the evening, so my daughter and I stayed behind. There was hardly anyone there. It was really nice. We walked onto most attractions. I think we were the only one of 4 people. We were 2 of 4 people on the boat in Pirates of the Caribbean, which was really neat and kind of surreal because I've always been on it when the boat's packed. And my daughter also got to pull the sword out of the stone. I think that was happening. Now, I don't say that it's going to happen every time that this extra magic hours happens, but for that particular night, I believe that it was happening to anyone who was pulling it out, which I thought was really cool. And I kind of wish that I also went up there and did it, but it was neat to see her do it as well. And there wasn't a lot of people in line for it, so I'm not sure if it happened to everyone. The evening extra magic hours allows you more flexibility to kind of relax during the day and not be out in the hot sun, especially if you're traveling during the summer, and then really enjoy many rides in a short amount of time at night. I treasure that memory, and I really want to go back during Magic Kingdom Extra Magic Hours again, because sometimes when we are planning our trips, we're not always planning around that. If we're picking just a few days in a deluxe hotel, we're not always hitting that extra magic hours. Like, for example, this summer when we're going, we'll hit one extra magic hour for deluxe guests, and that will be for Epcot. But we're already planning to be at Magic Kingdom that day to see the new parade, so we won't be able to enjoy the deluxe extra magic hours for that evening. But that's a really, really great amenity, I guess, for the deluxe hotels. And that, honestly, if you're staying for a week or even staying on a 4-day span where you can hit 2 parks, because Magic Kingdom used to be Monday and Epcot Wednesday, and I think they've done a little shuffling, so I can't be exact on what's happening right now. You can check the My Disney Experience app and check for the dates that you're going, and you'll be able to see it. If you just scroll down below, you'll be able to see which dates and which parks have those deluxe extra magic hours. But it's just a really nice thing to have. If you can plan it that way, you are able to get a lot more done with a lot less people. And especially because it's in the evening, it's cooler during the summer, and that's when we travel. So it's definitely one of my favorite perks. Have you been able to stay at a deluxe resort? Are you thinking about staying at a deluxe resort? Do you have a favorite deluxe resort? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions about any of the deluxe resorts, I've stayed at almost all resorts on Disney property at some point in my life, reworking some of them that have built back up, like Disney's Coronado Springs. I've not been there since they put the tower in, so I am trying to work back up onto all of the resorts. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. If you have any questions about any of the deluxe resorts, such as Disney's Wilderness Lodge, Polynesian, Disney's Grand Floridian, Boardwalk, Yacht and Beach, Disney's Animal Kingdom, Lodge, I've stayed at all of those pretty recently. So please let me know in the comments below, and let me know where you hope to stay in the future. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep living the magic. Bye-bye.